Get set, because it's
time to go with the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. With your host with the most, the man voted most likely to smoke out with a Yeti, Mr. Brian Brown. Mr. Brian Brown. Now sit back and relax, because it's time to go live across the world. Because it's 420 Somewhere.
Somewhere. That is right. How's everyone doing on this Paranormal Tuesday? And we got a good one for you today, guys. Hey, if it's your first time watching, make sure you blow up those comments. Hey, if it's your 19th million time watching, make sure you're blowing up those comments. But hey, if it's your first time watching, welcome. Make sure you're blowing up those comments. Let us know it's your first time, and we might send you something nice. That's right. We've been known to do that in the past. Don't tell anybody. All right. And what this is, guys, is this is a great, great place. This is a community of great people, like-minded, who love cannabis. And we count down every day, Monday through Friday, to 420. And we get into a whole mess of stuff while we're doing so. We had Movie Monday yesterday. We have, Paranormal Tuesday today. We got Weed Wednesday tomorrow. True Crime Thursday. And Fantastic Friday, where we just get nuts. That's right. But we try to give you guys helpful information. We try to do everything all based in a cannabis, peaceful, helpful, just relaxed community. And we give a ton of shit away in the meantime, too. We do a lot of collectibles on this channel. If you're into collectibles, into autographs, into memorabilia, you came to the right place. We talk all things and everything, guys, but with a cannabis twist. That's right. All right, how's everyone doing? Appreciate everyone jumping in on here. Hey, shout out to Lonnie. Made it down to the beautiful city of Needles today. Met up with Teresa. Got himself his swag bag and all his goodies. I gave him a lithograph in there that he had. It's the jellyfish. Sorry, the jellyfish that swims up and down just made a noise and tripped me out. Anyway, so hey, if you guys are paying attention, over on this shoulder, the Pennywise bubble tube, you might see a jellyfish swim up and down every once in a while. Probably hard to see, but yeah, that could happen. You never know what's going to happen on the Daily Dank, and it's 420 Somewhere podcast. Oh, man. So he got a lithograph, a 90s lithograph with, has like everything good about the 90s. You got the Fresh Prince in there. You got, Saved by the Bell. I think Sabrina the Teenage Witch was in there. Pretty cool. And he got a whole bunch of his t-shirt and all that kind of stuff. So big shout out to Lonnie. Apple Snapple. If you're in here, I haven't seen the names yet. I'm sending you a message. I didn't pay enough postage on your thing, and it got kicked back to me. I will send you a new tracking number when I get over to the post office. My apologies. I guesstimated. That was my problem, is I guesstimated. You know, they let you do it online. And anyway, no excuses. All right. Yeah, so we give away a lot of stuff, guys. We are getting into this month. We are getting into, actually last month and this month, we are the Horror Icon Tournament. That's right. We're doing it at 710 and 420, but this is a NCAA bracket style tournament where you guys get to vote. You get to see, heads up, you got to see Pennywise versus Freddy. That was a great matchup. Chucky versus Leprechaun. We had so many great matchups so far. But what we have opening, hey, if it's your first time watching, jump on the community page. The brackets are still open for everything. Make sure you vote. This week we're looking at Carrie versus Jennifer's Body. Then we got Brahms the Boy versus Puppet Master. Then we got The Fly versus the Candyman. And then last but not least, you got Alien versus Predator, the classic matchup. So don't forget, guys, to take place of that, what you could win. You could win something very, very cool. You could win a life-size Chucky doll. What do you guys think about that? But not just that. Not just that. No, 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 no. You will also, with that, guys, you will win Ed Gale, who plays Chucky. You will win his autograph. And then the actor who plays Andy, you'll win his autograph as well. A Child's Play triple threat pack. But hey, every week we give away a lot of stuff too. Oh, I should have threw. We have weekly giveaways too, guys. We announce them every Sunday. It's going to be. I know I changed my mind a couple times. First it was Friday, then it was Saturday, now it's Sunday. I like to wrap it up. So what we'll do is we drop the show called Baked and Unboxed every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And what that is we unbox a lot of cool stuff and we give stuff out of it away. Autographs, memorabilia, props, you name it, lithographs. And this week, guys, what we dropped was the Tim Curry Rocky Horror Picture Show box. This was an OC Celebrity Marketing. We didn't give away anything out of the box, but we are giving away two autographs in a grab bag style giveaway. One is going to be from Bad Santa, and the other is from Christmas Animated. So make sure you go over there, watch that, and anytime you comment, every time you like, every time you subscribe, you're going to get entered to win. And we're just pumping these videos out. All right, speaking of pumping some videos out, guys, we got to get into the top 5 at 420, and the reason why is I'm going long here, so if we don't get into it now, we're going to miss 420. But what this is, guys, we count down to 420, and we count down to the top 5 crazy Christmas antics. And here we go. Needles Highway, Needles, California, #1 cannabis superstore. All right, guys, here is number 5. Oh man. Did not want to let go. Oh, and crash. All right, number 4, guys. Oh, this is such an epic fail. We watched some of these yesterday. Oh, the elf fell yesterday. Now, boom! Oh, right on the hip. That poor kid. All right, what do we got up next? Number 3, guys. Oh, she bounced off that wall like a ball. Look at this. Look at this. Ball. Oh, that was good. That was really good. Number 2, guys. Whoa! She was swinging for the fences. Oh, I gotta watch that again. She did like was that a 360, a 480? What was that? 1, 2. Oh, she almost got around twice. Oh, what a slugger. Oh. All right, number 1, guys. What the hell is that? What the hell was that? Whoa, is that a squirrel? What was that? Oh, it's a cat. Oh, and the cat was getting the paper, but the freak itself. Oh, man, that little girl had no clue. She's like, I just want to play with my toys. All right, top 5 at 420 brought to you by the Healing Center. That's right, guys. Get in. They got those crazy killer deals today. Oh, a little heavier than they thought. Oh, speaking of being a little heavier than they thought. Oh. Oh, that was classic. classic. That was classic. All right, guys, that was your top 5 at 420, brought to you by the Healing Center. Now I want to hear what you guys are getting into. I'm getting into some African sherbet, El Cheapo brand, guys. And then you can't forget, I get into everyday dabs every day. This is my favorite shatter lately. I'm really liking it. This is a Slura Crasher. Oh man, and this is fire. Get you all mellowed out. Get you in that almost like nodding type of stage, but you're like just a little bit. It's definitely in the couch if you mix those two combo, guys. Oh man, but it's relaxing. It makes me laugh. Makes me makes me want to do this show and get into the top 5 at 420 with you guys. But that doesn't matter because it's 420. That's right. I was everyone's 420. What did you guys get into? I got into the El Cheapo, the African sherbet. Ooh, and it's fire. So I'll give an honest review on it. It's a little dry, but man, at $40 for a freaking what is it, a half ounce, $80 a full ounce. Ooh, and it's fire, man. Like I said, it mellows you out, puts you in the mood. Helps me. Like I got a jacked up shoulder and neck, so like this morning, I did my wake and bake with it, and it made that inflammation go down. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Get yours over at 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California, the Healing Center. That's right, guys. All right. Now we are getting into Paranormal Tuesday, and I was so good on all the stuff I had before. Paranormal Tuesday. It's not that's our old intro, but that's paranormal enough. Oh, I needed some kind of production value, guys. All right, so we're getting into Paranormal Tuesday, and I'm man. Well, how many of you guys seen Grandma's Boy? And they have a weed called the Frankenstein. He's like, why do you call it the Frankenstein? He's like, because when you smoke it, you walk around like this. There was a wrestler named Ivan Koloff who had the spike? Well, when I smoke this, I feel like I'm holding my hands like I'm going to give someone the Russian spike in their neck, which wouldn't work in real life. A Russian spike, like, come on. Slap that away. Oh, professional wrestling. All right, we're getting into on Paranormal. See, look, on Paranormal Tuesday, we're getting into urban legends, but not just any urban legends. We're getting into Christmas urban legends. Ooh, ho ho ho! That's right. Oh man, hey, I guess it's not just radio, it's video too, so you see me doing it. But hey, if it was back in the day, I could have a whole setup here and be like, the horse came walking through, the door shut. Remember how they used to do that? The Foley artist. I bet you Nova Mike knows what I'm talking about. All right. So we're getting into Sidetrackville, urban legends, Christmas urban legends, and I'm excited about it, guys. I didn't know. I knew a couple of these, but I didn't know the majority, and it's very, very cool. So we're gonna get into it. And like always, guys, we're borrowing these from our friends over where they'll tell you, and it's in the description. Hopefully, I'm getting better. I made all the thumbnails last night. Now that I have time, I'm getting caught up on all this stuff and getting these videos blasted. Man, amazing what a little difference if you word it and put your tags in it, the viewership. But anyway, guys, we're going to get into this right now.
Christmas is for many a time of kindness and generosity. It is both a celebration of religion for those with Christian belief and a time to bring together friends and family to exchange gifts and display their love for one another. A common phrase used around the Christmas period is in fact good tidings to you and all of your kin. However, there are some rather strange and creepy urban legends and folklore surrounding Christmas time from around the world.
Alright guys, here we go.
And spirits who make sure children have behaved themselves throughout the year. There have even been strange customs which took place throughout history and certainly don't fit with the happy holiday vibe we are all accustomed to. So let's take a look at the dark side of Christmas
that's creepy.
with 10 urban legends that are sure to spook you this December.
That's creepy. What the hell was that guy?
In Germany during the 1800s. He was said to be a companion of Saint Nicholas. However, unlike Saint Nick, Belsnickel had a mean streak. He was said to dress in filthy rags and often wore a strange mask with a long tongue in order to hide his true identity.
What the
He
heck?
would also carry a switch with which he would use to threaten and beat any children who had misbehaved throughout the year.
Oh wow.
Despite this, Belsnickel also carried candy in his pockets which he would give to the children who had behaved. So despite being scary and dangerous, he did possess a kinder side to those who had been well behaved and respectful to their families.
So like a extreme Santa, I guess, a cheap extreme Santa.
Chances are you may have heard of Krampus. After all, he has been featured heavily in Western
Krampus has
media
been
in
blowing
recent
up the
years,
last
including
bit.
a feature film. His name is derived from the German meaning folklore, and he is known to be the evil companion of Santa Claus or Saint Nick, as he is referenced to in German folklore. Krampus has a demonic appearance, with horns on his head and a body that resembles that of a humanoid goat. Children of Germany were warned if they misbehaved around Christmas time, Krampus would kidnap them and torture them in his secret lair. As time went by, certain regions of Germany have tried to bury this creepy urban legend, explaining that it is too violent and distressing a tale to allow children to believe in.
It is pretty pretty
in other
rough.
areas of the world, including the German-populated city of Flanders in Italy, people are actively encouraged to dress up as Krampus every December and terrorize badly behaved
Hey, have any
kids.
of you guys
They
gone to
even
the
hold a
Krampus
Krampus
house here
holiday
in
ahead of
Needles?
Christmas, known
I
as
definitely would love to
Krampusnacht.
check that out.
Strange how such a terrifying legend has become so beloved and celebrated in
Heard
certain
good things about it.
cultures.
Elf on a
Do you
shelf,
have one of
really?
those spooky dolls on your shelf during Christmas time? Quite possibly. The Elf on the Shelf is one of the newest Christmas traditions based on the book by Carol Abersold from 2005. The book describes elves who watch over families during the month of December and scout out their activities to see if the children have been good or bad before reporting their findings to Santa Claus. However, if a child should touch the elf on the shelf, it loses all of its magical powers and will not be able to return to Santa, meaning the kid
Oh, is
will
that
receive
the? I
no
never knew what
presents as they
the
are
gig was
automatically
on it.
deemed naughty. The elf is also said to move around when no one is looking and pull pranks around the house. So if you've ever had a fear of being secretly watched or possessed dolls coming to life, then this particular children's story and Christmas tradition is pretty unsettling.
Yeah, I never knew really what the Elf on a Shelf bit was. Kind of reminds me of a trilogy of terror. I forgot. I think it was Anthony or Mike told me. Well, that's what they were. When that stupid little idol jumps up, and the reason I thought about it was I saw when you order Elf on a Shelf from Wish, and it was the freaking trilogy terror Tiki Man. Oh, hey, that guy terrorized me when I was a kid. But hey, speaking of Elf on a Shelf, Lonnie got one today, and I wanted to reach out to Lonnie and tell him, and I'll just do it right on the show. So what you got, Lonnie? If you reach in your bag, you got a little gnome guy in there. It's going to be a bud on a rug. That's right. Instead of Elf on a Shelf, you're doing the adult version, guy. So we want you to put him somewhere every day with a pre-roll, with a bottle of wine, whatever you got. That's your Elf on a Shelf. It's Bud on a rug. Oh, I wanted to make sure, and I got more to hand out to you guys. We're gonna, as we get closer to Christmas, we'll start handing those out here pretty soon. Pretty cool, pretty fun idea I had. But I want to actually give you guys instructions. I just wanted to make sure Lonnie got one since he was in town. All right, let's jump into this next part, guy. But that's weird. If you touch Elf on a Shelf, his magical powers will go away, and he'll blackball you. Oh man. Sounds like someone else I know.
In Portugal, there is an annual tradition every Christmas for families to wake up early on the morning of the 25th and have a big feast. This feast is known as Consoda. What's creepy about this celebration is its connection to the dead. You see, the Feast of Consoda was created to honor the dead relatives of the family,
And
which
they
is
ate 'em?
fine, but is made particularly spooky by one key point. These families do not just lay out plates of food for themselves, but also will place down plates for the spirits of their deceased family
Okay, that's better
members,
than like we ate
inviting
our
the lost
relatives,
souls
like I
to return to Earth and
thought.
join them Christmas morn.
God, that thing is creepy. Ugh.
Olakultrin is a giant cat that prowls the winter streets of various towns and villages during Christmas time, according to Icelandic folklore that is. It is said that this giant cat was vicious and would attack anyone who didn't wear new clothes around the Christmas season.
Oh, he's
It is
snobby.
assumed this particular
Snobby
urban
cat.
legend was created in an attempt to make the townsfolk work harder around the holiday period, when more
Dress
people are
nicer.
prone to laziness.
I would drop kick that dude
La
right
Befana
in
is
his
a female
face.
version of Santa, except unlike Santa Claus, she is actually pretty creepy. You see, this Italian Christmas legend is actually a witch, complete with black clothing and a
No,
flying
give it to the
broomstick.
Italians and
She
witches,
flew from house
man.
to house across
Oof,
Italy,
they get
delivering
creepy about
presents
their
to
witches.
the children who had been good that year, and leaving coal and misfortune for the ones who had behaved badly. She also visited people on Epiphany Eve rather than Christmas Eve, I guess to avoid stepping on Santa's toes.
You don't want to step on the big guy's toes. You don't put up with witches, man. Santa will cut you off. All right, so what about those ones? Pretty creepy. Yeah. A lot of them are very like old country. That's what I really like. These folklore is from the old country, like your Germany, your older established. There's a lot to be said about history and like the paranormal. Often said, and like during my researches and my travels. I guess just through my life and different things I've witnessed, different shows, different paranormal investigations I've been part of, different ones I've witnessed, different ones I've seen on TV. You can tell because America is such a new country that we get hauntings, but not like they do. And like you say, Germany, England, like your old established, been there forever, and brutal things have happened. The Crusades, different things like that. You take all that trauma, and you got to have a lot of hauntings. You got to have a lot of residual energy that doesn't know where to go. And they got a lot more history than we do. But let's jump into this last part, guys. All right.
Callicancerous is a goblin who lives underground and surfaces every year between December 25th and January 6th to wreak havoc on the local townsfolk nearby. The creature is said to be covered in hair, with animalistic features and bearing a foul smell. There have been many versions of this malevolent creature, which originated from countries such as Bulgaria, Greece, and Serbia.
Looks like a
in years past, villagers from these countries believed any child born
goblin
during these
from
dates
Lord of the
also
Rings.
may have the misfortune of transforming into one of these goblin-like creatures themselves. And so these newborn babies were wrapped in straw to prevent that from happening. In order to deter Callicancerous from entering a person's home, people would leave their fireplaces burning all night and doors locked, so no points of entry were available.
So wait, he just comes in your door, and if it's locked...
According to Austrian folklore, this terrifying woman known as Frau Perkter would roam the woods and farmlands during wintertime and break into homes around Christmas and Epiphany. She could either be kind or cruel depending on how the family had behaved that winter. If they had been kind and respectful towards others in their community, the creepy woman would leave a shiny silver coin to reward them. However, if they had been bad, Frau Perkter would slice each of the family open and rip out their organs,
That's what I thought they were gonna say.
She would then leave these family members stuffed like human dolls for others to find as a warning.
So be good, for goodness sake.
Legend known as the Yule Lads. These are a band of travelling men who all have a slight resemblance to Santa Claus, but behave very differently.
I don't
The
think
Yule
they're
Lads
up
were
to
said
any
be
good.
bloodthirsty killers who travelled the lands playing pranks on people and killing the ones they took a disliking to. They lived with their mother Grilla, a giant creature who we will speak about shortly. Each year, in the 13 days before Christmas, these 13 Yule Lads would come down from the mountains and visit the local children.
13 Yule Lads. We might have to take a deeper look into that.
Gift, but if they had been bad, they would receive a lump of coal and a visit from their terrifying mother, the giant troll Grilla. Grilla is truly horrifying. This Icelandic urban legend is said to be a giant female troll with a skeletal frame who ventured down from her nesting ground in the mountain forests to visit naughty children during the night each Christmas. After discovering her prey, she snatches the naughty child from their bed and takes them back up to her mountain home, where she devours them whole. With a story like that, you'd surely be on your best behavior during the month of December, right? And that's it for today's video. Please remember.
Alright, guys. Oof. That last one was nothing nice. What was that clip from Paranormal Activity, I think, where they come across the old witch eating, like, retract his jaw like a freaking anaconda was eating the person. Alright, guys, those were Christmas urban legends from all over the place. Like I said, you notice the farther away, the older the country, it seems like the creepier the urban legends go. I do a lot of Halloween stuff, and there's a song that plays in all the Halloween stores, and they talk about the Wandering Jew. And I always thought, what the heck? That's gotta be, that can't be, that's got offensive. And so I look it up, and lo and behold, there is a urban, it's a German folklore, and you can imagine it is about a wandering Jew that wanders the streets, the spirit of a lost soul, and it kills and mangles and does evil things. Yeah, I bet you there's a lot of urban legends in the German community about evil deeds done in the past. Just saying. I'm just saying. Alright, there's no laughing matter. Not at all, guys. Hey, make sure you're checking out thedailydank.com. Make sure you're voting on, not that one, make sure you're voting on the Horror Icon Tournament, guys. It's going to be fun. We're giving away life-size Chucky doll. Oh, man, so good. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Whoa. What am I doing? I'm going to get out of here. I got another interview. Hey, this week we'll be dropping another podcast. I'll give you all the information on it. It's going to be interviews, straight up one-on-one interviews with a lot of great people, a lot of great stars, a lot of great professionals, a lot of great people who know their industry, and they're relaying information. We're opening up the lines of communication. With understanding, with knowledge comes understanding. With understanding comes knowledge. I've always said I think fear comes from not knowing. So if we could open the door of dialogue with different things that we don't know, and we ease ourselves, hey, it eases the fear that much more. Whatever, guys. I'm just rambling now. I will see you tomorrow at 7:10. Appreciate everyone tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow, guys.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com.
Check out our merchandise and amazing content.
And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.